All right, next up on the bench is a Tempest board set. I'm just kind of doing the preliminary beginnings. I got my stuff out. I got to make a harness for this thing. And what I did, this is a pretty unworked on board. It's never, the only thing it has had done is the main board here has had one RAM chip replaced, and on the back side it's got a little bit of hackery here where that was done. So that's really the only thing that was done to these pins haven't even been reflowed. And the first thing I did was I looked at the pins on both the auxiliary board, the math box board here, and the main board. I looked at the pins on the back side. There are 3 definite cracked solder joints on this and 1 definite cracked solder joint on that. So those are going to have to be redone. And I'm looking at this and they look fairly oxidized. Of course, you know, it's almost 40 years old, so. But what I'm going to have to do, I'm thinking I might just remove these completely. Remove them, spray them down with some deoxit, put them in a little dish type thing and spray them with deoxit. And then take a toothbrush at them and kind of brush them. Try to clean them up so that solder will stick to them good, because you just can't reflow these. It really doesn't do anything. If it's not sticking to them, it doesn't really help. So, and you don't reflow something by just adding solder to the existing solder anyway. You have to remove all of the solder and then reflow it. Well, the problem with something this old is it won't stick to it. So that's going to have to be addressed on both boards. So I will do that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pinouts out for this game and build me a harness. See you later. Alrighty. I haven't done anything to the board yet. I just put it together. I got my harness built and I got my oscilloscope hooked up to it. I haven't redone anything. I haven't done anything. I just hooked the board up. So I wanted to see what it was doing right out of the box. And there is no vertical deflection at all. There's no vertical. It's all horizontal, and it's resetting. Every time it stops, it resets. So yeah. All the power is good. I checked all of the power, and it's all right where it should be. So that's good. So we have a complete collapse of the Y circuit. Is what it looks like. So I think what I'll do is I'll start at the output of the Y circuit and kind of work back. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to clean this board up. I'll reseat everything. I'm going to take care of this connector. It's pretty dirty. It's got a lot of dirt on it. You can see a lot of dirt, and that can't be good. Yeah, so that'll be the first thing I'm doing, is just to clean it up. I don't even know if this cable's any good, to be honest. I think I'm going to make my own cable and make it at least a couple feet long, maybe 3 feet long, you know, so that I can put the boards separate. So I think that'll be one thing to do. But first thing, I'm going to clean up the board. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to take care of these connectors and go from there. Yeah, so we got nothing much going on. I mean, that's pretty good. It's doing something. I should put it into test and see. I don't imagine that's going to do anything anyway, though. I won't be able to tell what's going on. There's no why. So, yeah. Alrighty. I'll get back with you after a while. It's gonna be a little bit for me, but not for you. It'll just be cut away and then boom, I'm back. But I got a lot of cleaning up to do and that kind of thing. But got the harness done, got the power up to the board. It's all good. It's all good from here. So, alrighty, I'll be back. Okay, I have all of the ROM, all the software out of the board. I actually took the opportunity to wash the boards, and they are sparkly, really super nice. But I went through all of the software, and here's what I have. This is the auxiliary board. Everything on the auxiliary board checked out good. On the main board, it had 2 bad ROMs. And what I did is I just dumped the ROMs and then compared them against ROM ident. And these 2 right here were unidentified. So, looks like we got 2 bad ROMs. That would definitely cause a problem. So what I'm going to do is burn those 2 ROMs, put the boards back together, and fire it up and see what happens. I have 115 ROM in right now. It was one of the 2 that was bad. And what I am doing is I just loaded it from what I got earlier. EE4D is the checksum. I'm gonna go ahead and load the RAM from that chip. EE4D, okay, all right, EE4D. Now I'm gonna load the file that I have, Tempest 115.bin. EE4D. Now for good measure, I'm just going to kind of reseat this. Hit OK. Go to verify. It won't verify. This ROM internally is no good, so I'm not even going to bother erasing it and reprogramming it. It was the same thing with 114. And as usual, what I do with chips that are bad is I fold the legs over. That's just a bad ROM. Same with this one, it's just a bad ROM. It's that simple. So go ahead and fold it over so I don't put it back in my stock. Just bad ROM. So I will pull a couple out of my stock and I'll get the file off of MAME and burn a couple of ROMs and put the board back together. Okay, Tempest has 2 Pokey chips. A good, quick, easy way to test the Pokies is to put them into a missile command and run test. If it says bad chip, it'll be a bad Pokey. So that's one good way of verifying really quick if the Pokies are good. I'm just doing that with the 2. I got one more to do, and hopefully it's good too. This first one I did passed, so hopefully the next one does too. Well, here's the second Pokey that was in the Tempest. Bad chip. One of them is no good. I'll take it out really, I'll turn it off, take it out really quick, and just make sure all the legs are straight. and in socket, but it looks like one of the two Pokeys is bad. So I will probably, getting Pokeys is pretty tough, so we'll see what I can do. But yeah, it looks like we got one of them that's bad. Okay, now with the auxiliary board here, I now have two tested, known good Pokey chips. So that is good. Actually, the repair I'm doing is they sent me two Tempest board sets. And I tested all 4 of the Pokeys in my missile command, and each board had a bad Pokey. And each board had one good Pokey. So yeah, I guess we're gonna make one good set out of the two auxiliary boards anyway, because I don't have any other Pokeys. Those are kind of, it's not something you can just buy, really, unless you want to pay a lot of money for them. So luckily he sent me 2 sets, and both of them had one good Pokey. So all right. Well, I'm going to put it all, well, I'm not going to put it all together yet. I still have to, I have to take care of the connectors. So I'm going to get the desoldering gun out, and I'm going to remove all the solder, and then I'm going to reflow new solder into it. And hopefully it'll take. If it doesn't take and it won't solder good, then I'm going to have to either remove them. I might replace them. I don't know. I've got 24 pin headers. I don't want to replace them if I don't have to. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to remove the solder, and hopefully the solder will stick to them. So that's next. I'm in the process of resoldering these connectors, and I just got done with this one. And a lot of times when you see these things reflowed, it'll be a big old ball of solder, big blobs all the way across, with flux mess all over the place. And this is, the thing will focus, what it really should look like. That's all redone. It's not really reflowed, I redid it. I got the auxiliary board right here, and it's ready to be done. I got all of the solder removed. And then I'll go ahead and resolder this one. But this one's done. Alright, I have it all hooked back up. There's my 2 new ROMs that I programmed. The program is now running. You can see it coming out. I can see it. It's running. You can't tell, but it is running. And it's not in reset. And I'm looking over the board. It's missing an amplifier. And it is in the Y out circuit. It's missing an amplifier. I guess I didn't overlook the board very well. I don't know, but yeah. But it's running. It is working. So I need to look at the schematic and find out what that is exactly, and put a new one in. See what we get, because I can see the program running. I can see where the Tempest is coming up. It's really, really clear in the line, but you can't tell on my camera. But the good news is the program is running. I can tell what's going on in that little line. I'm just going to replace that part and see what happens. I got the chip put in. It's a TLO82. And there's Tempest. Of course, it don't look good on here, but I can tell it's working. You're going to see a bunch of retrace lines on this screen, but I can actually read everything that's going on. Now here comes the Tempest. But you can actually, I can actually read most of the stuff, so I can tell it's working. It's good to go. Avoid spikes. Yeah, it's working good. I do need to test the sound and all that stuff, so I got my thing here. And I need to coin it up. That should have it coined. Okay, now it's, there it goes. It's telling me to do something. Fire. Super zapper. There's fire. Super zap. I already used it. Sounds great. Alright, as usual, this one will go at least 3 hours, and then I'll be able to call it good. Well, we'll see you on the next Tempest repair coming up shortly.